This is a quick introduction to sequences and series. The first thing I want to start with is I want to show you what these things are. Let's take a look. Here's one. This thing that you're looking at, it's known as a sequence. And it's called a sequence because it's just a list of numbers. You'll notice that the numbers are surrounded by commas, or in between the numbers there's commas. So each number in the sequence, we call it an item, and there's also a special name for each number. Each one of these guys is known as a term, and the terms in the sequence are just separated by commas. So a sequence is just a list of numbers, and we'll write that down in a minute, but I wanted you to see it. The dot, 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 you might wonder what that's all about. It just means that this list could go on and on. Let's take a look at what else we've got here. There's a special name for this particular type of sequence. It's known as an arithmetic sequence. The reason why it's called arithmetic is because there is what's known as a common difference between the terms in the sequence. In other words, as I go from 5 to 13, 5 minus 13 is -8. -3 minus 5 is -8. And -11 minus -3 is -8. That's a common difference between terms in the sequence. When we have that, we have something known as an arithmetic sequence. Now, let's contrast that and compare that with this guy. This is another list, but you'll notice in this list, instead of having numbers separated by commas, our numbers this time are separated by plus signs. And when we have that, that's known as a series. A series is when we have a list of numbers or monomials that are separated by plus signs. So this guy is a series. Now again, this is a special kind of series. It's a series that's known as a geometric series. And the reason why it's called a geometric series is because if I take -6 and divide it by 2, I get -3. And 18 divided by -6, that's also -3. And -54 divided by 18, also -3. In other words, there's a common ratio between terms in my geometric series. So and by the way, I can have arithmetic series, and I can have arithmetic series, perfectly legal, and I can have geometric sequences. I just kind of wanted to give you an example of everything all at once. So now you've seen an arithmetic sequence, just a list where each term has a common difference in between, and a geometric series, again, just a list where all the items, all the terms are separated by plus signs, and because it's geometric, all the terms have a common ratio between them, between each consecutive term. Now, the thing about a series is that not only are we interested in finding maybe some term further down the road, but we're also interested in finding the sum of the series because we can add all these guys together. With sequences, we're really only interested in finding a particular term in the sequence. But with series, we might want to find another term in the sequence or in the series, or we might want to find the sum of the series. We're going to look at all of that.